All right, moving on to the Los Angeles Dodgers, who had a thrilling victory in the wild card game last night, beat the Cardinals. We're going to talk more about that game later on, but first, we're going to talk about something else that happened at a Dodgers game back in 2016. Now, this is truly one of the most bizarre stories that I have ever heard. So bear with me here. There was a man by the name of John Rufo who, way back in the late 90s, was convicted of this elaborate bank fraud scheme where authorities say he swindled around $350 million of money that wasn't his. And this guy had this fraud going, was caught and was convicted, sentenced to 17 years in prison. Now, the day he was supposed to turn himself in to a New Jersey prison, John vanished. Well, nobody saw him for decades until back in 2016 when one of his relatives was watching a Dodgers game. And guys, you see, the picture is blurred except for the guy right above the bat. One of John's family members was watching this game, and they believe that that is the fugitive, John Rufo, who was supposed to be in prison. Now, they contacted the United States Marshals. The Marshals went and spoke with the Dodgers. They did their very best to try and find who was sitting in the seat. Unfortunately, they couldn't find the guy. Now, this is 5 years ago. They have continued to look since then, but have had no luck. But to think that the best lead that the feds have gotten on this guy is, again, him sitting behind the plate at a Dodgers game is crazy.
Yeah, that's really crazy. And then my first thought is, why is his family turning him in? I'm confused.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Renee. That's what I thought.
I was really confused. Like, why are they turning him in? Yeah. In a sense of, if they wanted to find him, that's one thing, but to turn him into the cops knowing that he's going to go to jail, that kind of like blew my mind. But my man's is living life, ain't he? He's sitting right behind the mound. He's like enjoying the game. Like, he don't have a care in the world.
Well, he got all that money, Renee, and he got away with it. So I guess that's why he can afford the good seats. If it is him, we don't even know if it's actually him, but the U.S. Marshals do believe it is him.
Yeah, this is some catch me if you can type stuff like that movie with Leo, man. He's hiding in plain sight. I mean, this guy clearly doesn't care, and he's not scared of anyone, clearly. I mean, he's sitting right behind home plate. He's out doing his thing. That's wild, and he's been able to hide for this long. That's nuts to me.
Right. If there's one place that you know you're going to be seen at a baseball game in the stands, it's right behind home plate. If you sit anywhere else, you're not going to be seen. I guess he doesn't care, or it's not him, and there's some guy out there right now, guys, who is seeing us talk about this story, seeing the story all over the internet, and is like, that's not the fugitive, that's me, Joe Smith, and now everybody is looking at this guy's picture. So an absolutely wild story. They haven't been able to find him. It's been over 20 years. We will see if they can find him with this new information, with new added attention on the case. We'll see if the feds can find John Rufo, who is still on the lam after 20-something years.